Good morning, it's Harvey Jackson. Uh, just going to touch on a few different news topics. Canada inflation is higher than expected, and it's likely going to see a decrease in interest rates. That's the first topic. The other ones are, yeah, we'll just get into it. So inflation picks up steam, rising to 2.4% in September. You can see the economists usually use CPI a trim or a median, and you can see how it's tracking a little bit higher than uh, than the core inflation that usually hits headlines. So in the article itself, they're just talking about totally that there's very likely going to have something come October 29th, the announcement when they're going to change interest rates. But rent increased by 4.8%. Fresh vegetables and sugar products saw the largest gains. And then right here, they actually talked about excluding gasoline, inflation ran at 2.6%. And, but our economy runs on gasoline, actually the whole world kind of runs on energy, and yet our brain dead government doesn't realize it, I guess. But anyway, economists say that the rise in headline inflation masks signs of easing price pressures beneath the surface. Desjardins Group economist Royce Mendes noted that the distribution of price growth actually shifted somewhat lower, just because there wasn't enough baskets of things that uh, uh, increased. Okay, but if you're going to use an index, I guess you got to keep moving it around. And the share of the CPI components rising more than 3% declined about 39. So yeah, so they want, obviously some economists want it changed and how it gets measured. It just goes on to yeah, let's keep the target moving here. Um, Trump administration plans to distribute farmer aid. It's actually in this next article, but it's just Thursday they plan on having all the places where the checks will get distributed. It's $3 billion that's going to go out to farm aid. I'm not sure if that actually played because I couldn't hear it on my side, but for whatever reason. So Karen Braun put this out on X, and just talking about the soybeans on that get exported to China. So for the last few years, you can see that it varies up and down quite a bit. But this is the total exports um, by the years as well. So you got quite a variation, but at minimum, it's 13.4 million metric tons, and so far none. September so far, right? So to help with the soybeans here, the new leader in Japan, she's vowing to buy soybeans and pickup trucks and do some more investment in U.S. Well, we have Carney that said he was going to do some investment in U.S. Uh, which already started happening with the Stellantis and everybody else pulling up and moving, but we'll see how that all plays out here.
Our strategy is diversifying trade. That's why we're going to Asia. You saw the Indonesian trade deal. We're in talks with ASEAN, which is a group of countries that I'm meeting with in Kuala Lumpur, and then more broadly at APEC, including with China.
You can see there that uh, he's put this signed a UN global shipping tax on, and then he says he's getting these countries to um, maybe buy more or going to have a trade agreement. Well, and just like Mark Nixon said on X here, math is not important. Obviously, like when you start charging more a tax on buying stuff from you, well, I guess it's not important uh, that you're going to end up you're going to ship more. I don't see that actually happening. I thought this was cute.
If I'm not involved, yes. But if I'm part of that corruption, I'll defend it. And ukiangalia watu hapa, hakuna mwenye anaweza pita test ya corruption.
Yeah, you got to defend your corruption. That's definitely what the Liberal Party's all about. Weather. Just have a quick look. You can see that there's going to be some cold in the core area where a lot of harvest is going to start happening, but that's likely going to be happening quickly here. The storm is going to be entering into the eastern seaboard. You can see rain here right now over the Great Lakes. With just an extended forecast, you can see that storm is starting to approach there. Your South African or South America, the rain is still happening in some of those core areas, and it looks like it's going to actually have they've already got a huge good start on growing there or planting. Canola down $1, 6.14, and rapeseed is down or up $2. Soybean oil is down or up 14 ticks at 50.70 or 50 cents 0.8. Crude oil is 57.82 per barrel. Soybeans 10.33 is up 2.25 cents. Spring wheat is up just a fraction of a penny, and the other wheats are basically just down a fraction of a penny. So what I've done here is actually just look at the hourly chart to see if there's any other views. So I'm going to have this view for the whole thing here, but you can see that there's a slight downtrend in the last little wee bit of time here, basically the last few days. And the same thing on the January. And then if you look at the November of 26, basically trading sideways for the last couple of weeks. It really hasn't done anything. Soybean oil futures, you can see that it's basically traded sideways as well. And your soybean futures, we had a nice little leg up just in this last few days, which is nice to see. Still have an upside target there. Soybean meal, same trend. Your crude palm oil futures basically been trading sideways since August. And here's your crude oil. Looks like we're just starting to pull up out of the last couple of days here. And you look at the Canadian dollar, it just keeps on leaking lower and lower and lower here. US dollar index, it's the last few days we've actually got a leg up here. Quick look at wheat. The story just keeps on dragging on. I hate showing this chart, but it just keeps on going. Kansas, the trend is not your friend here at all. Same thing with Chicago. And if you look at the hour chart on the French Matif wheat, it's basically trading sideways here since the beginning of September, really. Lean hogs, looks like we might have a little bit of a recovery just at the end here. And that's all I have for you today.